I definitely did not have it figured out. I think if anyone waits to have it figured out, then it's never going to happen. Just say learn as many skills as possible.
Digital Nomad's most trusted one-stop shop travel bestie. Make your move.
Welcome to Nomadify On Air, the place that takes you on a journey to learn the world of remote working and to understand the lifestyle of digital nomads in hopes to inspire you to escape the 9 to 5. In this channel, we are inviting the most inspiring and reputable people here in the island of Gods, Bali, Indonesia. My name is Bernadette. I am the host and founder of Nomadify, and live with me today here is Kelly from the UK.
Hi.
Hi Kelly, it's nice to have you here.
It's great being here, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. So without further ado, I want to start this by asking, can you tell us a bit about yourself and what do you do?
Yeah, so my name's Kelly. I'm from the UK. I'm 22 years old and I'm an entrepreneur. I work in social media marketing. I have done for about a year now.
Amazing. What specific social media though? Is there like you have a specific niche or platform that you're specializing?
Yeah, so I recently was working in TikTok, like TikTok social media, and now I'm moving into like Facebook. I just really love social media. It's one thing that I want to like build for myself, as well as being able to use it as a way to work remotely.
That is so classy and sexy, like perfect, like fits you really. How did you become a digital nomad and what inspired you to pursue this lifestyle?
I think what really inspired me was when I was living in London. I was at university and I really wanted to work in a 9 to 5 job, and I remember like being around people who were all like my age and younger, who were all living that digital nomad kind of lifestyle. So they were all entrepreneurs, being able to travel, work whenever they wanted, and they were younger than me, and they like, I knew that I was clever, so I was like, if you can do it, then I can do it. And I feel like my dreams just became a lot bigger. Like I realized at that point that my dreams were no longer just working a 9 to 5 job. My dreams were to go and have much more than that in lifestyle kind of terms.
100%. That is so a good journey like to start on. Yeah, it really comes with like first with awareness and knowing your worth, knowing what you can do. So that's nice. Well, curious question, would you say that you had it all figured out before you jump into this lifestyle, or you just learned things along the way?
I definitely did not have it figured out. I think if anyone waits to have it figured out, then it's never going to happen. I think, yeah, that's a big thing for people. I think like perfection or like waiting and thinking that you need to have everything sorted out before you do something is usually the reason why no one takes that big step. For me, like I didn't have anything figured out. Like when I first came traveling, it was a case of I'm going to come out here and then I'm going to find a way to keep staying out here. So I think that was a big thing as well, because when it comes to getting things done, if you say to yourself, okay, like this is my dream in the next like 5 years, then it'll take you 5 years to get there. Whereas for me, like I put myself out here and I was like, okay, I've got like 3 months to make it happen, and by the end of the 3 months I made it happen. It's like I remember this quote, and it's like if you give yourself like 3 months to tidy your house, it'll take you 3 months. But if you give yourself like 3 hours, it'll take you 3 hours. And this was exactly what it was like with me coming out here. Like I could have probably done it quicker if I needed to, but I gave myself 3 months and it took me 3 months.
That is a big girl boss move. Like I really love that. Another question is, what challenges have you faced like while working remotely, and how have you overcome it?
I'd say the fear of like not having security, because with a 9 to 5 job you definitely have a lot more security.
Agreed.
And I think that's definitely like one of the things you kind of have to get over and let go of, knowing that like worst comes to worst, you're going to be okay. Like the fear as well of like worrying about what other people think of you, I think is a big thing. Like when you're stepping into social media, especially like with what I'm doing, you kind of have to let go of like being judged by other people. I'd also say like as well, like leaving people behind is such a big thing, because when you're in that 9 to 5 lifestyle, you can kind of keep the people around you who are around you at that time. But when you move on to like traveling and doing other things, you can't bring them people with you.
That's true.
And yeah, I definitely think that's a massive thing. Like you have to kind of be okay with being by yourself, meeting a whole new range of people and like letting go of the people who were close to you at that period of time, like when you were at that point.
I really admire that. This journey is really like learning and unlearning.
Yeah.
And letting go is one of it. So that's very, very 100%. I felt that. Why did you choose Bali though, among other places?
So I think Bali's always been a dream of mine to come to Bali. Ever since I was younger, I remember seeing people come to Bali and thinking like, wow, what an amazing place. And I actually came to Thailand to begin with, and then afterwards I was like, okay, I really want to go and see Bali now. And after experiencing Bali, that was like it for me. I was like, okay, this place is amazing. It's like, it's got the networking, the social life, like it's like being back home but like better, and you've got like the sun, people are happy here, like there's just endless amounts of reasons to want to stay in Bali.
I love it. That's very like reasonable. How has remote work impacted your personal and professional life?
I think the biggest thing for me is like it intertwined the two. So rather than having like a professional life where I'd clock off at 5 o'clock and then I'd go home and my personal life would begin, I feel like now I wake up and it's up to me to decide what hours I work during the day, and usually I have to tell myself to switch off as well, which is a really hard thing. I for like months I would be like, I don't need a break, and like weekends I still work, like weekends don't feel like weekends like it would in a 9-to-5 job. So
I think my next question is a bit controversial. How do you see relationships and dating in this kind of lifestyle?
I would say you kind of have to level up like your relationship game, because you can't be with somebody who's not ambitious in the same sense that you are, and that's like a very big thing when you're have big goals and you're working on a lot of things. You really need somebody who's going to be just as driven, if not more, than you, and you also need to like have the same kind of like wants and needs for the future. I think it kind of is a lot more, you have to be a lot more conscious about the person you're dating, than like if you was just like back home kind of like living the same day every day, because you know that they're doing the same kind of thing as well. Whereas when you're both like growing and changing, it's about kind of keeping aligned with the same like values and visions for the future.
That's totally true, and take it from the queen. Perfect dating advice. What advice would you give though for someone who's considering to become a digital nomad, and what skills do they need to learn?
I would just say learn as many skills as possible. I think being able to market, being able to talk like confidently, just being able to like have confidence in yourself, like all of the mindset kind of skills is a big one. I would just say keep on always wanting to learn is like a massive thing. Never think like you know everything, always just keep wanting to like grow and learn. And also I think one of the biggest things I would say is just start, like don't wait until you're ready, because you'll never be ready. Just go and do it.
That's true.
Don't care about what people think about you on the way.
That's so encouraging. I guess my last question would be, if you will give your old self an advice before you became a digital nomad, what would you tell her?
I think my advice would probably be that you can do anything that you put your mind to, so don't like set your goals small, and don't feel the need to like align your goals with other people's. Like always have your own separate goals and visions. Like don't try and have a friend where you can do something with, don't have a partner where you can build something with. Like do it all based off of what you want to do. Make sure it's like very personal to you.
I love it. Your longest relationship is really yourself, so it's really like you do you. 100%. Thank you so much, Kelly, for your time today.
Thank
really
you.
massive thank you. I really appreciate your time here. So before we close this, how can our viewers find you, like, or you LinkedIn or your business or your personal, like, invite them?
So you can find me on Instagram. It's Kelly Wick RX, but I mean you'll have to leave my last name because it's so long. So I'm starting my own YouTube channel, so you can find me on there as well. YouTube and Instagram are probably the best ways.
Thank you so much, Kelly, and thank you so much, guys, for watching today. I'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Kind of always blamed other things that weren't going right in your life, maybe on other external things. Find it difficult maybe to make an income, and they keep trying and trying. So